Mike Johnson's personal life and public persona are closely connected to his faith and family values, which he frequently emphasizes in speeches and interviews. He is married to Kelly Laurie Johnson, a licensed pastoral counselor, and together they have 4 children. The couple is active in ministry work, and Johnson often frames his political mission as a calling rather than just a career, presenting himself as a servant leader accountable to both his constituents and his religious convictions. His upbringing in Northwest Louisiana, in a working-class family with deep Christian roots, shaped his strong belief in traditional moral principles, limited government, and individual responsibility. In Congress, Johnson has been a consistent advocate for constitutional originalism, arguing that the U.S. Constitution should be interpreted strictly according to its original meaning. This philosophy has guided his positions on everything from gun rights and religious expression to federal spending and states' rights. He is also a fiscal conservative, opposing large-scale federal spending programs and advocating for balanced budgets. Though critics argue that his economic proposals lack practical pathways for bipartisan support, Johnson's rise to the speakership was particularly notable because he had never chaired a full congressional committee, a rarity for someone taking the top leadership role in the House. His relatively low national profile at the time of his election worked to his advantage, allowing him to bypass some of the intense public scrutiny and factional rivalries that derailed other candidates. However, since becoming Speaker, he has been thrust into high-stakes political battles, including negotiating government funding deadlines, managing foreign aid packages, and navigating investigations tied to the Biden administration. Internationally, Johnson has taken a staunchly pro-Israel stance, aligning with the most hawkish elements of U.S. foreign policy toward the Middle East. His August 2025 trip to the West Bank, where he met with Israeli settlers, was interpreted as both a symbolic show of solidarity and a signal to his political base that he is willing to challenge conventional U.S. diplomatic positions. Domestically, he has doubled down on cultural issues, including support for restrictions on gender-affirming care for minors and opposing diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives in federal programs. With the 2024 presidential election cycle behind him and the 2026 midterms on the horizon, Johnson's political future will largely depend on whether he can hold together the fractured Republican conference while maintaining the trust of Donald Trump, whose influence continues to shape the party's direction. His tenure so far has been defined by a mix of ideological commitment, cautious negotiation, and calculated boldness, qualities that could either cement his status as a long-term GOP power broker or lead to the same fate that befell his predecessors in the turbulent House leadership landscape.